Alright guys, welcome back to part 2. We're going to try and knock out quarters 2 and 3 for this cut. So far the only set release dates that we have for quarter 2 are April. And really there's April and May actually. There's only a couple of dates in between there. April 18th you've got Portal 2, which is a much anticipated release. A lot of people enjoyed the first Portal game. I never played it, so I can't tell you too much about it.
It's a puzzle game.
Well, I know it's a puzzle.
I played the demo.
Is it fun?
It was confusing.
It was confusing?
Confusing. You had to put, like, holes in the walls, and it's weird. It's just weird. That's all.
And then, now this website reports that Mortal Kombat, the Mortal Kombat 9, or the new Mortal Kombat, whatever you want to call it, is coming out on April the 19th, but to be honest, there's so many release dates for this game, I don't know which one to believe. GameStop says it's coming out on the 1st, there's another website that says it's coming out on the 30th, this website that I was using says it's coming out on the 19th.
I think I'd go with the store. The store would probably know.
Well, yeah, but April 1st is on...
That's an April
That's
Fool's.
April Fool's.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just fooling people.
So, look for it around April. I do know it's coming out, and I do know it's coming out in April, but I'm just not too sure as to exactly when it is coming out. Then confirmed for the month of April is actually a re-release for the PS3. It's Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus was
That's an amazing game.
It was. It's some of the best graphics by far on the PS2, without a doubt. Team Ico, of course, did both those games. For the month of May, on May the 10th, you have Hunted Demon's Forge being released across all consoles. It is actually a multiplayer only game, which is definitely new. We haven't had one of these in a while.
You just said one was in the first quarter.
Hmm?
You just said there was one in the first quarter.
Which one?
I don't know. You said it was for Xbox Live and.
No, that's an arcade. That's an arcade game. This, like.
Okay.
So yeah. Anyway, moving on. May 17th, you have The Witcher 2, and then confirmed release for that month is Red Faction Armageddon. No release dates for June, just because the later you go on into the year, especially how earlier on we on, I don't know. We're trying to play it off. We're playing it off cool.
Okay.
So they're not going to confirm release dates this far in advance. So the rest are just quarter 2 dates. I mean, they could come out sometime between April and June. I Am Alive, which is actually one that is very unique in its own style. It's actually a survival type of game where you're in I think it's a post-apocalyptic city and you have to survive. But it's not against like zombies or anything. It's actually about surviving the an apocalypse.
Sounds like amazing fun.
It does, but
Or it could be boring shit.
That's exactly like games like this. They actually get my attention when they present something new, like a new idea in a story or a new idea for gameplay. I find games like that to be attracted to my attention. But then when I end up buying them or playing them, they turn out to be utter shit.
It's a possibility. I mean, if it's not zombies or something, it's probably going to be pretty boring. I mean, what are you going to do? Just run around the city and scavenge stuff?
Well, I'm pretty sure they might add something to it, like like there's like rival factions or something like that. Maybe
Or they try to find a group to join.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Let's see. Also for the second quarter, a new game from Rockstar called L.A. Noire, which is their take on a 1940s police detective agency. So, and Rockstar always puts out good stuff. So expect to see that in the second quarter. Max Payne 3 coming out for the Xbox and the PS3. This should supposedly wrap up the Max Payne trilogy. You've got Brink, which I haven't heard too much about. You've got Driver San Francisco, which is another. It's kind of like Test Drive Unlimited 2. It's basically your standard driving game. Tom Clancy's Future Soldier, which actually is very anticipated. A lot of people at E3, it was a big topic at E3. And along with Crysis 2, I think it's going to shift more from the Modern Warfare to Future Warfare kind of deal.
Yeah, it'll eventually get to there. Because they'll run out of so many. You can only do so many ideas with modern stuff and past war stuff. Yeah. So it'll move towards that way.
And then the last release for quarter number 2 is actually Trackmania for the Wii. This was actually a very popular computer game. It was a beta for a while. They released it for the DS, and now they're finally bringing it to the Wii. Could be good times, could be not.
fun game to play in high school.
It was, especially when you didn't want to do any work.
I never played that game.
You never
You're a
played that
nerd.
game?
What's it called?
Trackmania.
I've never played that game.
They had the Indy cars.
I never
You had
played
to-
that game.
Oh my god, man!
I've
You
never
missing
heard
out.
of that game.
Did you do your work in computer classes?
Yes, I did.
What a nerd.
I made straight A's my first 2 years of high school.
I made straight A's too. Yet all I did was play Trackmania.
I really never had a computer class to play that stuff anyway, so yeah.
All right, quarter 3, which is July through August. There's nothing for July. August, the only thing we have, that's confirmed is Far Cry 3, which even then that may get pushed back to
Did you
2012.
say July through August? It's only 2 months.
I mean July through September. My bad. I looked down at my paper and I saw August. September, you've actually got Resistance 3 on September the 6th. September 13th is Rage. September 28th is Quantum Theory for Xbox 360 only. Of course, Resistance 3 is only for PS3. And then supposedly sometime in September is Gears of War 3. This was actually supposed to be released for April, then they pushed it back to September the 9th, I want to say, or something like that. And now they're saying that it's going to come out sometime in September, or possibly not even at all.
How was that? I thought
Because
they've already had it done and
they're going
everything.
through, and with the release of this beta, they're going to test the multiplayer, and if it's not up to standards, they're going to take even longer to produce a better game.
That's messed up.
Well, at
Well,
least
I
they're
mean,
going to produce a good
Yeah,
game.
I mean, think
True,
about it. I mean,
yeah.
you don't
They did
just
the
want
same
to rush.
thing with Reach.
You don't want to.
Reach sucked too.
Anyway,
Armor lock.
Gayest shit ever invented in multiplayer. Armor lock, what the hell was that?
For the rest of the third quarter, we've got Battlefield 3 for the PC. You've got actually an old game, but a good one, a Retro City Rampage for the Xbox 360, which could be awesome. Warhammer 40,000, and Batman Arkham City, which is yet going to be another big release.
I didn't finish the first one. It was pretty fun though.
And again, see this, and really quarter 3 and quarter 4 is where we're going to start seeing all the biggest games come out, and we're starting to see that obviously with Resistance, Gears, Batman, Quantum Theory.
Yeah, but Quantum Theory, isn't that like Gears of War? The demo that's already on Xbox Live, because I've played it, and I think it's a knockoff of Gears of War, and if it's the game I'm thinking of, it sucks. It's bad. At least the demo did anyway. I didn't like it.
For quarter 4, the only thing we have are November dates, and of course those would be Uncharted 3, which is November 1st, and Elder Scrolls, which is on the 11th, because they wanted to do the the 1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1 bullshit.
Yeah.
And then
That's a lot of ones.
11, 11, 11.
It's 8 ones. It's okay. No,
It's
8
6
ones.
For a second there, I'm thinking we're in the
We're in the
freaking 12th century. He just said 11, 11, 11. I'm like, what?
And then supposedly in November we're going to see the release of Assassin's Creed 3.
Good.
But, however, it was also listed under the 2011 category. Now, the next following games are said to be released sometime within 2011. However, more than likely, it's looking like they'll be pushed back to 2012, or they may not even come out at all. We do know Assassin's Creed 3 is coming out sometime in the near future. We just don't know when. But these are the ones that are announced for 2011. You got BioShock Infinite, Highlander, Grand Theft Auto 5. More running around and killing whores and
Old women.
old women. Exactly. Got to kill them old
With
women.
giant dildos.
What the hell?
You never did that? You go in the police
I don't like
station in
Grand
Grand
Theft
Theft Auto
Auto.
4. There's a
Grand Theft
giant
Auto's
dildo in
not
the
a great
bathroom.
game.
No, I didn't know that.
Sorry.
You would look for that. You would find that.
Final Fantasy 14, which was actually supposed to be a PS3 release only, is now coming to the Xbox 360 sometime
Well,
in
that makes
2011.
sense. And 13 was for 360 also.
Well, yeah, but Final Fantasy 14 is just going to be online only. It's basically
Really?
it's basically an MMO. It's what Final Fantasy 11 was, but they want to put it on consoles.
That's stupid.
I agree, because Final Fantasy 11, I'll be honest, I played it. It wasn't all that great.
I've never played any Final Fantasies.
They're pretty good. You should try some.
I played one for the PlayStation 1.
Which one was it?
I don't remember. It was a demo. It was pretty fun though.
Yeah, but
It was a little weird.
You should try it.
It was pretty cool.
Final Fantasy X was probably one of my favorite ones.
That'd be 10.
Hmm?
That's 10.
They call it X.
Same thing. Same damn thing.
Twisted Metal has got a release for 2011. Dungeon Siege 3. It's been a while since we had a good Dungeon Siege game. Lord of the Rings War in the North. I haven't heard too much
what
about
is
this, but I figured as soon as I said Lord of the Rings,
What kind of game is that? What
I
is
have
that?
no
MMO
idea.
Or?
Because like it just got announced. Like it was just announced like a couple weeks ago, which I'm excited for. I like
hope
Lord
it's
of the
not
Rings.
like Battle of Middle Earth 2. I don't
Like an
like
RTS.
Yeah, I don't like those games. Those games are hard. But I mean, they're cool. They're just
It'd be cool if it was like Conquest. Like
that was a fun game. Conquest. It was all that was Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront, but Lord of the Rings style. That was pretty cool. And even the online, I like the online for that. The
It's
online
gonna
was
end
pretty
up
fun
being
too.
a Lord of the Rings Monopoly online.
probably is.
Probably already is, man.
Let's see. Infamous 2, which is a continuation from Infamous 1. That'll be on PS3 only. And let's see, you got SOCOM 4. You got True Crime Hong Kong, and then you got a new Hitman that hasn't been released in quite some time. It's Hitman 5, which I will actually be really excited for if it actually does end up coming out in 2011. Mass Effect 3, which again is going to be another big anticipated release. Diablo 3, which would be big.
Yeah.
Because Diablo 3, has been promised all this time. Now they're finally getting it together.
Yeah.
The Last Guardian, which for those of you, if you like flying hyena-looking things, then this is right up
It's
your
gonna be
alley.
amazing.
Saints Row 3, that'll be a piece of shit. Ratchet and Clank, there's a new Ratchet. Yeah, there's a new Ratchet and Clank coming out.
Hey, those are good games.
They are good games. Metal Gear Solid Rising, which is something I'm actually looking forward to because it's the story of Raiden. And then probably one of the biggest announcements to come out just a couple weeks ago, it is said that Modern Warfare 3 may be coming out in 2011.
I thought it was coming out in 2011. That's what I heard.
No,
No, is it going to be done by?
It's going to be done by Activision. They don't know if Infinity Ward's going to be fronting it because they don't know if they're going to have new heads by that time.
Infinity Ward dropped it. They're not doing it anymore, I thought.
Well, supposedly Activision, what they're doing is they're filling Infinity Ward with some of their own members so they can put Infinity Ward's name on it and slap the sticker on there.
I heard that was getting released this year, this November.
This November?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I heard that somewhere.
Well, this is the only website that I found that said it was even coming out in 2011. It was only announced just a couple weeks ago.
Year. I don't. Maybe it's not. It will come out in November though. I mean, all the other ones come out in like fall.
And as a matter of fact, they all came out in November. Because you remember Modern Warfare 1 came out in November, Modern Warfare 2 came out in November,
11/11/10.
Yeah. And Black Ops came out in November. So
exactly. Probably come out in November. If not this year, next year.
So like, are you excited? Are you excited about this, or like, what do you think?
I like it. I don't like the online in Modern Warfare 2 blows. It's horrible, but the campaign was cool.
Well, it didn't I've voiced my opinions about this like a lot of times. It was cool for the first couple months. Then when people started cheating, that's when it got out of hand.
There's so much lagging and the spawning is ridiculous. Modding, people working together. There's so many. You get messages all the time. Hey, I'm doing 10 prestige lobby. Blah 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 blah. And so many people just rank up like that because they pay because people hack the damn game and just automatically get 10 prestige, get everything unlocked, and it's just ridiculous.
And then on top of all that, Infinity Ward doesn't want to fix the problem. Rather than release a patch for it, they decided to release a map pack that would help solve all those difficulties. And then they wanted to charge you an arm and a leg for the map packs. That's not right.
No, it's not at all. It's the story, the campaign's good. The online, no.
I think if they fix the online to where it's not so easily hacked, I think it will be pretty good. Because Modern Warfare 2, I'm going to be honest, I stayed up like hours upon hours playing multiplayer with that.
Yeah.
Playing multiplayer with you guys.
Did. Yeah. Black Ops is a lot better. They fixed it with that one. World War means different company.
Yes, we do.
They should stick that way.
Yes, we do. We do live in a doghouse. They're fighting pit bulls outside.
Just ignore it.
No,
Michael Vick is not here.
All right. Well, anyway, we're gonna have to split the video here just because next we're gonna talk about some topics that are sure to intrigue us in 2011. So we'll be right back.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.